What's up, YouTube? How we doing? How we doing? Oof, hairline is questionable. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, y'all? Week one of 12 is done. Hope you guys enjoyed my little short that I did. Um, I took a break running for a while because I wasn't healthy. My back was hurting. I strained it, and a whole lot of things. Basically, my energy level was just not coming back as fast as I would like when it came to running or doing anything else like that. Um, Under eating for a very long time and not not recovering. So yeah, I had to take a break. I had to take a break from running, and it was almost like a month. Especially when I hurt my back. I hurt my back lifting some weights where it should have been light, but I haven't been. Well, that's thunder. But I haven't been filling up the par. So here you go. There you have it. Right. But anyway, um, week one is done finally. It's been a long week. Surprised me because I really thought this week was going to be a blur with all the stuff that I had to do, despite some hiccups that were going on through the week. That's just life, right? Some days I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then this of BS just pops up, and then you don't get to do any of it. Hold on, real quick. I hope that charges. I was gonna do a video. I was gonna do a video of like making content, like long form content of videos of like, hey, this is me doing my week one, like of 12 weeks of recomping. I'm already gaining weight, so that's kind of a I don't know how I feel about that because I went through a lot to lose weight, and now all I have to do is sit down and eat a burrito and 3 pounds. 3 pounds. The burrito ain't even 3 pounds, but I got 3 pounds on me. So yeah, I'm just saying. So it was those types of things that's just going on, which is kind of it ain't gonna lie, it's low key discouraging. It's low key like I want to stop, but I'm like I just started. This is week one, and I got 12 weeks of this, and I'm already kind of like I don't know, man. I don't know, but I do feel better. I do feel better. So I was able to run. Like I even when I ran, I felt better doing a run. I'm like I'm surprised because I really thought that I was going to get hurt again, and I didn't run that hard as I should have, but I ran comfortably. I think that's the goal anyway. Um, I'm not really trying to sprint 300 meters like that yet. It's just the fact that I want to be able to hold a pace, and I was able to do that, so it was pretty cool. But I still slowed down, got tired at the end, but I managed to get through that, and I really wasn't hurting as much as I thought I was going to be hurting. I really thought I was going to be like in a lot of pain, but no, I was not. So there's that. Now, of course, that was at the end of the week. Beginning of the week was kind of sketchy because my daily life of my daily life obligations took a lot longer than it needed to be. So when I finally got home, I was like, I'm not going to the gym because I need to go to bed because I got to do daily life obligations tomorrow. So I worked out in my garage, which was still good. And what was crazy, I was sore. Like, all I did was, listen, this is all I did on my first day of working out on the last week. All I did was um, four sets of, almost forgot. How many did I do? Okay, 40 hop squats. 40 hop squats. So I'm doing 40 hop squats, 20 push ups, and then I go run around my neighborhood. And I rest for like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. and I do that again. So I did that for 4 sets, and yeah, and the next day I was really sore. Well, not really sore, but sore enough. The other day, my other day, I go into the gym. I didn't do nothing crazy. I did kettlebell swings and some dips, and I didn't even finish that. I ended up doing I just hit the heavy bag. So doing punches, kicks, all that kind of stuff. So I was punching the heavy bag. I was putting in the work. Oh, I appreciate the hearts. That makes me. I feel love now. I feel love. Thank you. So I was punching the heavy bag, um, for a good 30 minutes, some change. What's up? What it do? Hey, hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? I'm just talking about my week. My week one is over, so I'm like recapping, and I got 11 more weeks to go. You're good. That's good, man. Hope everything's fine. So yeah, I was just talking about my days. First day in the garage. Second day, I went to the gym, but I didn't really touch weight. I just did kettlebell and some dips and heavy bag for 30 minutes, which was nice. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. That's Yeah, that's sad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah, I know, right? Oh no, like kind of raining down on the yeah, but it's okay. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully, y'all get that situated. So moving forward, not trying to be rude, but yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Uh, a mom or fine. Okay, but that's great. I'm glad. What I was saying. Yes. So that's what I did on Wednesday. Friday, I just went to the track. I went to the track and ran. I ran a 300, ran a 2, and ran a 150, which was nice. So I ran that, and I really felt great, which was good because I didn't really like get wore out. Like I'm just like lay on the ground, tired, exhausted. Because that's what's been going on. Like that's why I took a month and some change off from running because I get to the track and I don't even want to sprint. Like not sprint. I didn't even want to jog. There was like I do my little ins and outs where I walk the curb and run the straightaway. I didn't even feel like doing that. It just felt like it took so much energy just for me to do that, which was like 100 meters. But I was like, yeah, I'm done. I need to chill out. And of course, going to the gym still, and the weights got heavier. And one day I really felt good, and um, I thought I felt good, right? I felt good, but my body wasn't good. And I did a back squat, and my back was hurting for instantly. My back was hurting instantly. I wouldn't. How long it lasts? It was a good over the weekend, and I still had to do my daily obligations. So um, that was a very not fun situation that was going on. I just got back from camping. I have a very bad cold. I had a blast. Sorry about interrupting. Keep going. No, you're fine. It was I mean, ain't gonna lie, it's out of the blue. I mean, not to be like I don't care, but it's just like that was really out the blue. But all serious condolences and everything like that. But um, you coming back from camping, that sounds pretty cool. But it sucks that you had got a cold. It's weird because it's summertime. Where are you where you can get a cold? I'm laughing at the camping that you got a cold, not the other stuff. But yeah, where are you to be getting a cold in the summer? That's, I mean, it's not possible. It's not impossible, but it's just highly unlikely. Like I know you can get a summer cold, but you got to be doing something. Like you got, you in water, and then you go into a cold house, and then don't dry yourself, and then you go back and forth with the weather. I can see you getting a cold from there, but I don't know. I don't know. Just asking out of curiosity. Where did you go camping? Out of seriousness, like where did you go camping? So yeah, I'll wait for him to answer that. Um, and what was I about to say? Yeah, so I ran, so it felt great. Good run. Everything was good. Nothing didn't hurt or anything like that. But this week, when I really started eating some more food, the hunger is, I don't know, it's a beast right now. Actually, it started since last week. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, not yeah, last week. Last week the hunger was worse than that because I was putting away food. Like I think it was crazy. The week before my recomp, I think that's why I'm feeling everything now. The week before my recomp week, or starting of last week, or the end of this week, you know what I mean. I was eating horrible. Um, had Popeyes. I had Jersey Mike's. I have all fast food restaurants, and oh, I was eating McDonald's. I mean McDonald's. I was eating that. I ain't gonna lie. At the end of that week, I was starting to be emotional. Like I wanted to cry because I'm like, I'm better than this. Like I got up to 240 pounds. I finally got losing some weight, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I'm 190 something, and then I'm like, just go pick out. Like, yeah, that's why I was like, my last video, my last one I was streaming, I was ranting like, y'all do a cheat meal. I'm not saying you can't have bad foods or enjoy yourself. Don't have to go within the parameters, but don't go ham to where you neglect all your rules, all the stuff that you said you was gonna do to get better, because it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Like you can just see your goals and your hard work just go down the drain, literally, or in the sense because you just chugging food, man. So don't do that. Don't do that. If you're doing good, stay doing good. You have a moment or you just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna eat this because it's nice. All right, but just know, moving forward, you need to not do that for a while. It's not, yeah. So, um, yeah, I got up right now. I'm like 203, 204. It's not like I got crazy big again, but again, if I don't stop it now, before you know it, I'm big. I'm a big boy again. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Healthier for the summer also. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a different person. Me and fan. Oh, well, that's great, man. Yeah, man. Please do that. It's nice. I find it crazy how a lot of people have been making healthier choices when it comes to their food selections, and all of a sudden, a lot of foods are now contaminated. That's weird. um no one had a problem when all of a sudden no one had a problem eating all the burgers and fried foods like crazy, but then people was like, you know what, these processed foods, I need to stay away from them. Them Oreos, Chips Ahoy's, all that kind of stuff just stayed on the shelf, and everybody started buying eggs and lettuce, carrots, blueberries, you know the stuff that come out the ground or come from an animal, all of a sudden they're contaminated. There's something wrong with the lettuce, something wrong with the blueberries. The cows are upset again. Mad cow disease. That was a little joke, but you what I'm saying, man. Um, that was corny. But anyway, the all that healthy foods now, all of a sudden the healthy foods are bad. They're like worse than the junk food. Since when? Because they just trying to kill us, man. They trying to kill us, bro. Like we gotta do better than this. But I just find it crazy how, yeah, like you said, like the eggs and the lettuce, like how what's wrong with them chickens now, bro? What's wrong with them chickens? Like they were doing fine, but now people want to have healthy eggs. They want raised eggs. Farm raised farm. You know what I mean? They want that stuff, and all of a sudden it's contaminated. There was nothing wrong with that lettuce. Now the lettuce is bad. Um, like I said, the blueberries, the grapes. I think the tomatoes and carrots are still fine for now, until some comes up. Now all of a sudden the lettuce is none of the lettuce. The tomatoes is bad. The Chips Ahoy's ain't never been bad. Ain't no recall on them. Ain't no recall on them Oreos. Ain't no recall on them Doritos. Them Cheetos. Ain't no recall on them. I seen videos where a man put a blowtorch to an Oreo. You know the symbol on the Oreo? It stayed intact. You mean to tell me? And of course, our stomach is able to digest. Our stomach acid is amazing, able to digest a lot of stuff. But a blowtorch, I'm talking about welding blowtorch, the one that put metal and metal together. They put it on an Oreo cookie. Oreo cookie prevailed. That's crazy. And just think, you watching a video like, man, that you over here just dipping your Oreos in some milk, and you watching the Oreo getting blazed to a blowtorch, and the Oreo symbol, the little symbol on the Oreo, is just red hot now. Yeah, I'm throwing the whole Oreos in the trash. I'm not eating no more. But again, ain't nothing wrong with them Oreos. Ain't no recall on them. Yeah, them Cheetos. I mean, the list goes on, bro. There's so much junk and garbage that is being sold left and right. Nothing's wrong with that. But all the good stuff that is beneficial and healthy for everyone, somehow got problems. The most problems. Yeah. I don't want to go on tangent, sound all political, sound like I'm trying to rally a community to go out and go on strike. But you know what I'm saying. Kind of makes me sad because a lot of foods I love are contaminated. Yeah, contaminated. At least here in the U.S. Um, there are certain, and it's crazy. Like there are certain foods, overseas, like overseas, like in the UK or even Canada. There are some foods that we have here. They have it there, but those chemicals are gone. They're banned. Like the government stepped in and like, no, y'all not putting these chemicals in these foods. And if they are in these foods, there's a big label that lets you know it's in here. Us, let's get some cinnamon toast crunch, and there's this fancy word that's in the nutrition facts, and then you look it up. It's paint thinner. The stuff that goes on walls that makes the same stuff that they use on barn doors. It's in your cereal. Like what? What? Yeah. You had a farm too. But yeah, so it is sad. A lot of foods, especially now, like they purposely make food to where it's addicting, to where it's like you cannot put the food down. And it sucks because people want to be better and want to be healthier. And I ain't gonna lie, I sympathize a lot more now as I gotten older. It's a little story time, but as I gotten older and actually became out of shape, became unhealthy, I definitely sympathize a lot more with people who actually are obese and trying to do something with themselves. And because sometimes like you come to realize like some of these foods are made like that, or made to where you are going to not put the fork down. You're going to get a second helping, a third helping. Oh, and then after that, something sweet to eat after that, because why not? And when you see that and you experience that, it's just, yeah, it's bad. But um, regardless, there is still like you still making the healthy choices and things like that, which is kind of hard. Um, when I say that, because there's a lot of foods that are labeled, like they're labeled that they're healthy. They're labeled that they're organic, high protein, low fat, whoop de woo, low shit, all kind of BS, right? And then you research or you hear things about or not rehear yeah, you hear things, you research it, you look up, you even get your food tested, and then there's reports of these so-called healthy foods are not healthy. I'm gonna give you an example. There's in HEB, there's a some sweet baby carrots, not baby carrots, sweet potatoes. They're sweet potatoes. They're frozen, and they're in a bag, and they're like they sweet potato fries, and they're supposed to be not in seed oils and all that kind of stuff. Whoop de woo. And of course we got the Orada's curly fries, and they're zesty. They got all the little flavoring and all that kind of stuff. You would think, you would think that the Oradas with all the seasoning and all that kind of stuff is bad, right? Come to find out, like you doing, look at the nutrition facts and all the testings. Come to find out that the Orada's zesty curly fries with all the seasonings and the other stuff is healthier than those regular sweet potato fries. And sweet potato fries, and sweet no, not sweet potato fries, but sweet potatoes are the I won't say the mecca, but they are legit when it comes to good complex carbs and a good healthy source of carbohydrates. The vitamins, the minerals, all the good stuff that comes with it as an actual regular sweet potato or a yam. And they make fries. And they advertise that it's supposed to be good, but come to find out, it's worse than regular processed potato fries with seasoning on it. I was like, what? And I was eating those. And I'm like, I'm eating these sweet potato fries. They're supposed to be healthier choice than the BS Oradas. I should have just stuck with the BS Oradas because they were actually less BS than the actual sweet potato fries. Yes. Um, and that's nothing. Switching up the diet. There's a lot of foods that I have used to eat that were healthy. Come to find out, they're inflammatory. And a lot of foods that are so inflammatory, what makes weight gain, insulin resistance. That's the first thing, really. Inflammation, insulin resistance, cortisol, all that kind of stuff. Like you're going to gain weight, you're going to retain water, you're going to not sleep well. I mean, the list goes on. I can really talk about this for a while. I'm telling you, from last year, literally last year, 240 something pounds. I'm like, no, I'm done. So, a lot of foods that the the healthy protein bars, the Nutri-Grain bars, the granola bars, all them bars, they stay in the store. I don't buy them. I don't buy them. They're inflammatory. None of the nutrients that they say that it has, it does not. It does not. It has the opposite. Oh, no sugar, all the sugar. I mean, the sugar will hold it together. That's how you have a bar. It's a bar of sugar and it's other BS, right? Yeah, cut that out. Um, energy drinks. I don't say I loved energy drinks, but it was a slippery slope. Energy drinks were I used to have like one every 4 days or something like that. And then it got down to the point where I had one every day. And then I got to a point where I had one a day with a cup of coffee. Had a cup of coffee, and then later on I'll have an energy drink in the same day. And then I'll complain why I can't go to sleep. And then the next day, guess what? I'm more fatigued than I was. So now another cup of coffee and another energy drink, and I'm thinking maybe I should get another energy drink. That's why I gotta stop, cause this is it's getting out of hand. So all energy drinks, it don't matter which one. Bang, Celsius, Rain, Red Bull, Monster, um, the other little fruit that they got other ones coming out just to change the name, Ghost, all that. No, it's not. Oh man, y'all been talking. It's make me sad because a lot. Okay, people saying that the cheese on pizza are contaminating bad apples. Yeah, I would say which pizza. It don't matter. Cheese on hey, it's no bueno. How you doing in the UA? Oh, you in the UAE? 12:23. You need to go to bed. Yeah, it's late. Go to sleep. Close your eyes, man. Log off. I'm just messing with you, but no, I'm doing great, man. Alani. Yeah, there it is, Alani. Yeah, it was all them little fruit names. I'm like, I don't. There's so many different ones that keep coming out. And it's funny. Um, Oh, C4. I mean, the list. Yeah, I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them because there was times where I was drinking them. But I will say this: there's some people that I've come across that drink energy drinks just for the taste. It gives them no energy at all. But I'm like, that should tell you something. Especially C4. C4 has niacin in it. It's a thermogenic, so it makes you itchy. So you have to sweat in order for the itch to stop. That's why the niacin, well, if it's a large amount in your body, it's gonna make you like move around. It's gonna make you vigorous because it needs to come out of your body. It needs to make you sweat. So with the C4, um, um, there's a few people that are like, yeah, I just drink it. They're like, yeah, at first I was itching. I was itching a lot. I couldn't understand what was going on, but then I got used to it. How you get used to that? How you get used to a large intake of niacin? Just like I asked myself, how I get used to a large intake of 600 milligrams of caffeine over than that because a bang got 300 milligrams. 300 milligrams caffeine. One. Got to the point I was getting two. Mind you, I ain't had my cup. I probably had a cup of coffee already, my little Folgers or whatever. So that's 150. So that's 703. Yeah, that's 750 milligrams of caffeine. Alani. Actually, no, she died. Yeah, the story was on there. She was drinking Alani. Yeah, no, she didn't get rushed. She got rushed to the hospital, but she didn't make it. I'm not joking, but I'm just saying she passed away. That was actually a few months ago, actually. But yeah, she died. Unfortunately, she passed away. Parents were trying to sue Alani because I don't know. I don't understand the reason why they felt the need to sue that company because there's a clear age restriction thing. Like if you're 18 or like you should if you're 18 or under, you should not be drinking that. Now, of course, you can as a kid or anybody under 18 can literally go to the store and ring it up and pay for it and not being questioned as if you were buying alcohol or cigarettes. I get that to an extent, but the label's there. If you're not 18, you shouldn't be doing it. And she wasn't clear she's not 18. And obviously she has access to getting a lot of the Alanis that she had, and she drunk them. She was drinking it like water. So, you have your little 5 bottles of water a day, like however your intakes you supposed to be having per body weight. I'm not doing a scientific approach on it, but what I'm saying is, she was drinking. How you supposed to be drinking your water on a daily is how she was drinking the Alani, and yeah, that's how she ended up passing away. Heart failure or you know cardiac arrest. And yeah, it happens. So there's a story of a guy. He was drinking Monsters. I forgot which energy drink. It don't matter. He was drinking an energy drink, and because he was keeping up with his work, his work and daily like environment that he has to deal with after work, and um, he started having headaches. He started having headaches and migraines like crazy. Of course, he ignored it, but then it got too bad one day, and he went to the doctor. And something they did an MRI, something that was going up here, and they had to take. It was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of pressure, and they had to take a good portion of his skull just to alleviate the pressure from his frontal lobe. I guess because of the blood pressure and all that kind of stuff that was going on. So yeah, there's somebody was missing a whole frontal lobe, man. A whole forehead gone. I got a big forehead, so I mean, just imagine how much they're gonna have to take up out of this if it's a lot of pressure. So I'm good with the energy drinks. But for me, my experience, like I said, slippery slope, drinking energy drinks like crazy, and start having GI issues. And not to be TMI, but yeah, was not digesting food properly anymore, and it was just coming out involuntarily at times, and uh, it wasn't legit. It was bad. Water weight, the retention, the cortisol belly. I mean, it was just huge. I'm 200. I got to, like I said, I got 240 pounds. And yeah, I'm wearing this shirt. I haven't worn this shirt in like 2 years. And I look pretty good in it. Like, look, ooh, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, last year, this shirt, I mean, it's still a little, whatever. But last year when I had this shirt, I'll be looking like a little sausage. Yeah, little Michelin man or whatever. It was not what's up. So, um, where am I going with this? What was I saying? Yeah, my experience with the energy drink. So I just stay away from it. Yeah, I stay away from it. Nope. I no toque. No quiero tocar. Or tomar to drink. I don't want to drink none of that. Nope. So, um, but yeah, so when it comes to, you know, eating better, doing better, it's not easy for a lot of people. And some people is it can be a breeze, just stop doing this, stop doing that. Sometimes it works for certain people, but there are certain people that was going to have it a little more difficult than others, um, in that aspect. And it's not, and really some of it is not really habits. It really ain't. Some of it is not habits. Like the stuff I just explained to you, some of it is constructed socially. The foods that you see that is healthy or is advertised as healthy or organic, and it's not, it's worse than what you would think is not bad, and is, or you think that's bad and it's not. So yeah, there's that. So I would say I sympathize a little bit more on that, when it comes to that. Some people, oh, even when you go to fast food restaurants, you can do the grilled options, of course, and it's a little better. You can stay away from the fries. I would say, like, I'm not like some hippie, like, oh, stay away from them seed oils and all that kind of stuff. I would say limited. I can't really say, because I mean, if seed oils was that bad, I would have been dead a long time ago. A lot of people have been dead a long time ago. Now, getting sick and staying sick, now that's a study that needs to be studied, because there's a lot of people that's out there and just they're limping, they're hobbling around, their visions got blurry, bad skin. I mean, the list, boys ain't doing too hot. I'm just saying that they ain't doing too hot, but yeah, I'd say it's all moderation, but definitely no, um, foods that is just like, no, I'm not touching it at all. I don't care. I mean, if I'm starving and it's my last, give me a little bit, just a little bit till I go home, till I make it home. But even then, like, I'm still gonna make it. It's not like I'm gonna fall out from not eating. But I'm just saying, that's the only way. I mean, give me a little bit, bro. Give me break it off. Give me a little piece. But other than that, mm-mm. So that's my take. That's my take. So I hope that helps. I know I was talking a lot about that kind of stuff, but I just want to point out, like, um what took me to get to this point, in a sense of, you know younger, athletic, out ran track, always active, right? And never really considered diet as a thing. I mean, I did, but it's not like how I am now. And also lacking empathy, because I couldn't relate to people who were big and they couldn't lose the weight, and I'm like, just eat a salad. That kind of arrogant, not arrogant, but I would say piece of a POS type of individual I was. Yeah, I would say that I was a POS type of individual, and just, oh yeah, just eat a salad. Like, come on, bro. Like, he gonna need more. They gonna need more than that. And even that salad, remember, where that salad come from? No, if you gave that salad, if you gave that lettuce to a rabbit, and that rabbit hopped the other way, They ain't, you don't be eating that, man. There was another thing too. I'm going on tangents, but I'm gonna say this though. They had there was a study on two types of corn. There was one that was grown normal, not touched, just let Mother Nature do its thing. And then they had one another corn that was GMO, genetically modified, all that kind of stuff, pesticide spray, you name it. Now the regular corn that grew up normal and not altered by human hands was small. It wasn't it wasn't like grand or looking all like, oh man. It was just regular corn. The GMO corn is huge, brightly colored. You know, it looks appealing to the eye, at least to the human eye. Like, man, that's some really good corn. You know what I'm saying? Can definitely make an elote out of there. Spread it down. You know, let me stop. So, um, you got the regular corn, Mother Nature corn, and then you got the big souped up GMO corn. They let it sit outside, um, and let vermin get to it. Squirrels, raccoons, you name it. Um, Tell me why, as a human, we'll go to that big GMO corn, but tell me why the animals, the ones that was out in the wild, ate up that normal corn. That GMO corn that was big, juicy corn, like little pellet that was sitting there, just brightly colored, they barely touched it. Barely touched it. But that little small corn in the cob that grew naturally, gone. It was just a cob. Ain't no corn on it, just a cob. And it lets you know, like, man. So I was like, yeah, give some lettuce. Give some of that lettuce from that salad to one of them rabbits out there. If they eat that up, it's okay. You can have some too. But if they look at you like, get that BS out of my face, throw it in the trash. Because that's what it is, trash. So put that out there. But anyway, yeah, so the sympathizing, telling people, oh, just eat a salad or just eat less, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, no, no. Some of that food, like, it don't be rough up, man. Oh yeah, try our new healthy. I ain't trying none of that bullshit. I ain't trying none of that. I'm start homesteading, man. You know, grow my own little vegetables back there. It's getting tempting. All seriousness, cause I'm tired of these lettuce recalls. Grow my own lettuce. Yeah, sound like a good idea. But I don't know how to garden, so I'm probably gonna ruin crops left and right. Be a dust bowl in my backyard. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking. But yeah, definitely. Like I said, understanding that coming from the healthy, already active, already good side, and then come over to where I'm not doing too hot, and understanding that. So I'm sorry, I'm burping a lot. It takes a while to get healthy. It takes a while to do better, but it's all about the journey, and learn more about the journey, and also learn more about yourself. Like like I said, I was real prude. I was prudent little a hole. Now I wouldn't be rude to people that were, heavy set. You know, I didn't just go out and be like point fingers and joke about them. Like, now I wasn't that type of individual. So I want to put that out there. I was no like some bully that just picked on fat kids because they're fat. Like, oh, I don't like fat people because they're fat. I did have a mentality like that. And I had a mentality like that to where I didn't like them because of their choices. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But again, I was ignorant. So I was very ignorant. And learning, being on this other side of like, you know, just living your life, eating, call yourself eating right, and yet all of a sudden you look up and you got all this weight come up. Like, how does this happen? Yeah, yeah. So that's me. I just point that out there, man. But this first week, nonetheless, first week is over. looking forward to next week and going to do something better. As far as running wise, I feel better, so I'm gonna keep doing that, staying healthy, and keep monitoring myself and eating better. Still, it is a process. It is a goal, and it's like it is a slippery slope too because it's like you're doing well, but yet sometimes um even sometimes where I feel like, man, I really should not eat this much, but I don't like. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like when I do undereat, because I had did do it for a while. I was under eating for, ooh, since December of last year, give or take. It really didn't hit till March. Once March, that's when I really start getting really under eating. And like I said, I don't like it. The feeling of under eating for a long period of time. And of course, you can get used to it, but yeah, performance wise, not even just performance like in the gym, just living, just moving around. Like it takes a lot more energy just to do simple things because the energy that you have or don't have is obvious. It's like going down the stairs, going up the stairs. You forgot something upstairs, and you're like, I gotta go upstairs. Like you know what it took for me to go down the stairs. And it's not being lazy, it's just like your level of energy is no, it's not what's up. So that's me, man. That's me. But yeah, I think I'm it. I'm just talking a lot. I don't think I ain't else for me to say, but glad y'all appreciate it. I'm gonna show up next week, let y'all know how I feel so far about this second week going and going forward. So yeah, y'all be easy. I'm out at 5,000, and y'all be blessed, man. I'm out. It's a pleasure.